How do you know if you have a rare $50 bill? In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to make sure you aren't missing any rare $50 bill worth potentially thousands of dollars. Welcome back to Old Money Prices. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about rare coins and paper money, start now by subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss anything. Let's jump right into the video. Up first, we have a 2009 $50 bill. So I'm going to jump right into it. So first thing you want to look out for here is the star designation after the serial number. That star means it's a replacement note. Replacement star notes can be worth more money, but the big thing here also is the fact it is a relatively fancy serial number. So you see there's 4 zeros and 4 sevens. Combine that with the fact that it graded as a PMG 65. The highest grade we get in grading is 70, so that's getting close there. But this $50 bill that someone probably got from a bank sold for $660. Another more modern note here, this is a 2004 $50 bill star note. This graded as a 66, which is a higher grade. It's also a star note. This note sold for $805. Pretty cool one here. So 2013, another modern note $50 bill. This has a binary radar rotator serial number. That's something that PMG signified. You have a 1 at the start and a 1 at the back and then a bunch of zeros in the center. And because this one graded as a 67 EPQ, that means there's no folds on the bill whatsoever. So if you come across a note like this, you go to a bank and you get a $50 bill back that looks like this, don't fold it. That's the last thing you want to do. Keep it in good condition. Keep it tight in between a book. That's a good place to put it. In a protective sleeve is also a really good place to keep it. Don't fold the bill because that will immediately decrease the value of your note. But this $50 bill sold for $900. All right, guys, here's a 1928 $50 bill. If you come across a note like this in a collection or at a bank or something like that, this is really, really important because this note looks really bad. It doesn't look like it's in the best condition. It's a low grade, 25, very fine grade, and it still brought so much money. So if this note was to grade very highly by PMG, it would have brought so much more money. And that's why it's so important to keep the condition of your notes really high. This $50 bill from San Francisco, you can see by the 12 there on the left, that means it's from San Francisco. It's also a star note. This note sold for $1,410. If it was uncirculated with no folds, it would have sold for a lot more money, guys. So please, if you come across something like this, don't just sell it to the first person you find. You want to make sure that you find someone trustworthy to sell your note for as much as it's worth. I offer a service on my channel. You can hit the join button. You can send me photos. It's a very low cost. You can cancel whenever. I'll tell you exactly how much your note's worth. No problem if you don't want to do that, but I'd find at least 3 people that are trustworthy to tell you how much your note is worth, and they're going to be able to help you see exactly how much your note is worth, because this note sold for $1,410. Here's a specimen note. Long story short, if your note has a specimen stamp on it like this, it was never really meant to get out into circulation, but it could be worth a lot of money. These pop up every now and then, but this $50 bill sold for $2,990. Here's a $50 bill from 1990. You're probably going to be seeing bills like this if you have them. The rare thing here is the fact that it has no folds. It graded as a 65 and it's a solid serial number 7. And this $50 bill that someone probably found in their collection or from a bank sold for $4,230. Wow, this note is beat up, right? This is a 1928 $50 bill and it was graded as a fine 12. That is such a low grade, but it has a star designation and it's from Minneapolis. You can see from the I before the serial number there and also the 9 number at the left there on the district. And because this one is a star note from Minneapolis, it sold for $5,875. So please, if you have something like this and it's in better condition, you want to make sure you get the full money for it. Here's a 1928 $50 bill, Dallas. You can see the 11 numeral at the left, also the K prefix there on the serial number, and even in the low grade of very fine 20, this note sold for $10,200. A less rare district here, this is a note from Richmond, Virginia. It's 1928. It graded as a PMG 65. That means there's no folds on it. It looks really nicely, and this note sold for $11,500. Here is a 1928 $50 bill from Texas. This is not a star note, but it graded very highly, and this note sold for $14,100. A crazy high grade here. The 1928 note from Dallas again. Dallas is the district you want if you have an earlier dated $50 bill. Because it's graded at a 67 by PMG, which is a really good grade by them, this sold for $26,400. Hit that subscribe button. It really does help out. With YouTube algorithm. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next video.